Well, hello there, my friends, and how are you today? Um, this week in my class, anyway, we have been talking about spring, different aspects of spring. We started off talking about spring weather, and we have moved on to spring plants. And yesterday, in small groups, we did, which was pretty exciting, by the way, doing it via the internet. We met in a Google chat room, and we are forcing seeds or beans to grow. Can you see that? There's a little bean in there. I'm going to take it out and show it to you. It's pretty exciting. It's been in there for 24 hours and it is already losing its protective covering on the outside of the bean, and the primary root is coming out of the bean. So I'm going to put that back in there. Hopefully, I haven't caused it too much damage. But I did three. So I did a northern bean, a pinto bean, which is not doing anything yet, by the way, and the black bean. And if you look real close, you can see the primary root right there of the black bean. And you can also see where it is starting to lose its outer protective covering. So that's pretty exciting. But let's read, and then I want to share something else with you. Our book today is called The Surprise Garden, and it's by Zoe Hall. And we can thank Scholastic for allowing us to read this book. I can get the pages right. We're planting the seeds for a surprise garden. Can you guess what we will grow? We don't know. It's a surprise. First, we use our trowel and rake to loosen the soil. You see their tools? That's what a trowel and a rake are. They're tools to help you work in the yard. We poke the seeds into the soil one by one. We have painted sticks, different colors, to mark the different kinds of seeds. Then we water the seeds and wait for our surprise garden to grow. Soon, the seeds sprout into small green shoots. That's what we call it when a plant is growing, and it's the first thing we see. We call it a shoot because it has shot up from under the dirt. We water the plants, and the sun warms them. Our garden grows and grows. On some plants, flowers bloom. On some plants, leaves grow close to the ground. Surprise! We see spinach and lettuce. What does that look like? Yes, broccoli and cauliflower. And what is growing here? Surprise! We see broccoli over here and cauliflower. Is anything growing here? Surprise! We find carrots and radishes. That's a radish. He's holding one in his hand. It grows underground. Here is the longest plant in our garden. Flowers bloomed on this plant too. Surprise! We find a big watermelon. Here is the tallest plant in our garden. Surprise! It is a sunflower and it is full of tasty seeds. All summer long, the food in our surprise garden ripens. We like to pick the food. And eat it too. Surprise! We're having a garden party. The end. Those are all different foods that we can grow to eat that are plants. Now, All plants don't grow from seeds, though. Some grow from tubulars and some grow from rhizomes. Foods that we eat that grow from rhizomes would include, let's see, asparagus. We use the spices ginger and turmeric. They grow from rhizomes. And, mint is another one that we use that grows from rhizomes. And, let's see, we have, potatoes are a part of the rhizome. Well, yesterday we talked about plants, and I drew a little picture for you. And we talked about how the roots, we talked about the cycle of photosynthesis, and I talked about how the roots gather nutrients from the dirt and the water, and it shoots back up into the plant. Well, you see, the roots are growing down. They're growing vertically. Rhizomes grow horizontally. They grow across. They don't grow vertically up and down. They go across. They're called rhizomes. And tubulars pretty much grow the same way. Now, a potato is a part of a rhizome. The actual rhizome plant grows, and the potato is like the swollen end of a rhizome. So we eat a lot of fruits and vegetables that actually grow from plants. Now, I've got some flower seeds here that I got from Madison Drugs. They actually gave these out because they like to try and do whatever they can to help the environment. So they were giving out free seed packets. And this pretty thing is called a purple coneflower. And let's see. Oh, look how teeny tiny. I can hold on to it. I dropped it again. My sisters are texting me. Those are the pings you hear. I don't know. Can you see that little teeny tiny seed on the tip of my finger? That's a purple coneflower seed. And let's see, on the back of the packet, it gives you information about the seed. And that little bitty seed will grow a plant. Oh, if I do it too long, you won't be able to see it. But it will get to be about 18 inches tall. Now this is a sunflower, big to be very, very tall. I mean 6 to 8 feet tall. And these are the seeds from a sunflower. I can probably hold this one between my fingers because it's not as tiny as the purple coneflower. You see that? This is the seed that you would plant in your garden, and it would grow a plant that's 6 to 8 feet tall. And on the outside, you see this beautiful yellow flower. On the inside, I don't know that you can see the dark part, but those are actual sunflower seeds that you can eat or use to plant more sunflowers the next year. These beauties right here are called baby breaths. I like these because I can cut these and put them in flower arrangements. Like when I cut my roses, I can add these to the bouquet and it makes a beautiful display for my um, bedroom or my bathroom or wherever I want to put it. Now, these are so teeny tiny, I can't even. Where's the camera? You can't see those, but maybe you can. Let's see. There they are. You see how teeny tiny they are? So a seed doesn't have to be a big thing to grow something beautiful. They're actually all kind of tiny. Um, let's see, an acorn, in comparison to the type of tree it grows, is really a teeny tiny seed. Now, this is a zinnia seed. You see that? And it grows these beauties right here. Aren't those pretty? Let's see, how tall do they get? Oh, it doesn't tell me how tall this one gets. But I know they're very pretty. So those are some examples of seeds. I will keep you informed as to what my bean sprouts are doing. Um, I also have an avocado seed that I am trying to force. That's what it's called when you're trying to get something to grow. I'm trying to force an avocado plant so that I can grow avocados. My daughter did it, and she's got a beautiful avocado tree that's probably about 3 feet tall right now. So she said it takes a while, though, for the seed to actually start producing, but it's in dirt. And maybe next time I will show you that one as well. So that's all I have for you today. If you don't garden, um, if you don't plant anything to beautify the environment, let me encourage you to do so, or to beautify your home environment. It just takes a little dirt, a few seeds, some water, the sun, and patience. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Because I used to not like gardening. I was thinking earlier today when my husband and I had, and our children were little, and we lived in Alaska. He was the one who did the gardening in the beginning. He and Alicia would plant the flowers. And then I decided that I wanted to do a vegetable garden, but we all worked it. But I let fear keep me from enjoying the beauty of gardening. And I know you're going to think it's silly, but I don't like worms. I have a fear of worms. I can tolerate them now. I've yet to touch one willingly. It's just the way they move. It just kind of makes my skin crawl. So we all have something that we don't like or that we are fearful of. But before I go out, I take a deep breath, sometimes three or four, just to get myself calm because I know I'm going to see a worm. But if I can't get past my fear or my dislike of worms, I can't go outside and enjoy the beauty and the relaxation of planting. So, whatever your fear might be, let me encourage you to try your best to get past it because beyond that fear is such a blessing and such joy in being able to do what you like to do once you get past your fear. All right. You have an awesome day. I wish you well. Bye for now.